Hey YouTube, Joe here, and today I bring you a knife that's hard to explain exactly what it is. Some sites call it a GTC Whaleshark design. Some sites call it just a Whaleshark clone. Basically, what this is, it's kind of like a hybrid. It's a little bit of two different knives, but really not the same, or I should say a clone of two different knives. The handle is reminiscent of some GTC brand of knives. Granted, I don't know which ones because that's what it's being said. And the blade is reminiscent of a Whaleshark knife, the Microtech. And tell you the truth, it's really neither, because the Whaleshark is a much bigger knife, and I'm not really up on exactly what the GTC handles look like. This could be close to that. But to give you an example, this is a Whaleshark clone. I did a review for this last year, and you can see the size is dramatically different. Now, when a site labels a clone, or in this case a clone hybrid, as a Whaleshark design, or something like that along those lines, basically what they're saying, it kind of looks like it, but not really. And look at the difference. Like, let's forget about the handle. Let's say they were going for the blade. Yeah, you can see what they're shooting for, but look at the difference. Much different size and blade. I mean, this is not the real thing, but it's it's a more closer facsimile of the Microtech Whaleshark than this is. So this is like a combination of two things, but really not either. So let's talk about this one now. Get some stats out of the way. This is, as I said, we'll just stick to the GTC Whaleshark design knife. It is, I got it for $23 on Aliespress. Believe it or not, I'm usually praising how quickly knives come to this country, and I think one of my best was 8 or 9 days. This one was ridiculously in the opposite direction. This knife took 57 days to get here. Now, at least if it was something 57 days and it was going to be the best knife you've ever had, that's one thing. But we'll get to that, my thoughts on it. But 57 days is nothing short of ridiculous. At first, the first like 20 days, first 3 weeks, you couldn't even track it. You kept checking the tracking number that was provided, and it didn't have anything. Then when it finally started tracking, it was always still in China. Never left China. Then when it finally did leave China, where did it go? It spent a good chunk of its time in Chicago. Why? I have no idea. Then finally it came to Jersey, and now it's finally here 57 days later. So, some stats on it. The blade is 2.76 inches. The overall length is 6.7 inches. The steel is 9CR 18 MOV with a satin blade. The weight's a nice weight, 4.41 ounces. G10 scales. The hardness rating, which I don't know, I always wary about whether those are true or not. That's been a discussion over many a video ago, but I'll say what it has. They say it's a 58 to 60 on the hardness scale. It's a tip up, right side only. Dual thumb studs. Frame lock. And I think I said that. It was $23 including shipping. So, let's take a look at this. Now, I'm a fan of stout, little tough stout knives, and this falls right into that category. Get that. Oh, I thought there was something written there. There's nothing written there. Now, I have been using it. Now, the reason why you're seeing this come not even taken out of the box, because the box was very uneventful. Just a plain white crappy box with just a bubble wrap on the inside covering the knife. No directions, no nothing extra. So let's do, now I have been cutting with it. It hasn't been, you know, the sharpest thing in the world, and I was just going to tell you that, but I figured, you know, let's see if we can get this on camera. So, make sure. As you can see, that the knife pulls a little bit, but nothing, a little stropping, you know, couldn't fix. Now the scales are cool because it's like, there's two parts of the scales. It's all G10, but this part right here, the black, has a little, like a pattern on there, making it grippy. Let me see if I can try to focus. And it's like laid on top of the orange, which is smooth, which I like that. It gives it a nice cool look. There it is in the hand. Now I don't know what the back spacer is. I'm going to guess that it's either plastic or G10. It didn't list it, and I've been trying to find out. Yeah, let's measure it up a little bit more. Where's my dollar? Just in case you don't know what how big the Whaleshark clone is. There it is against the dollar. There it is against the ruler. Let's see, what the heck? One other knife. The Kershaw Intellect. There it is against that. Let's try to get that. There you go. So, some things I like about it, some things I don't like about it. Well, obviously I don't, whether it's the seller's fault or not, I don't know. I don't like the shipping. That took forever. And if you guys have been buying anything from Aliexpress lately, you'll know that Aliexpress lately has been making a big push to get rid of a lot of the guys selling knives on there. So there's probably going to come a time where you can't even get a knife on Aliexpress, but that's not because it's not going to be sold elsewhere. There are other places that are selling different clones and hybrid clones and all that sort of stuff. What I do like is it's decently sharp. You know, I showed you that. It pulls it a little bit. I have a feeling nothing that a little stropping won't fix up. As I mentioned earlier, I like the stoutness of it. You know, a little tough little knife you can carry in your pocket that can handle a tough job. The colors are cool. If you know anything about me, I'm a fan of black and I'm a fan of orange, and this has got both. And they mix it together really nicely. Now, what I don't like is, I mean, I've been flipping the hell out of it lately, but, and usually, you know, when you're sick and you go to the doctor, and just when you go to the doctor, you don't feel as sick. Well, oh, there it is. It's been feeling like a little bit grindy here because I don't even know what's being used for the pivot. It's probably just your typical washer, but it just, I don't know, it just feels a little grindy. Now you might say, well, Joe, why didn't you just oil it up? I like to try to do reviews of the way the knife comes right out of the box. I mean, I could have easily thrown some ballast oil on here. As a matter of fact, I got ballast oil sitting right here along the side, but I stopped myself from doing that because I wanted to see on its own if it would loosen up on its own. And it has a little bit, you know, but it feels like the blade grinds just a little bit. You might have to loosen the pivot. I don't think you can hear that. So that I'm not too crazy about. Sometimes when trying to close it, though now it's closing a little bit better. I just feel like, you know, because the lockup is past 50. I mean, is past 50%. So you're pushing the no, the lock over to disengage the lock pretty far. And sometimes I just feel not always, not every single time, that you're doing that extra effort and you can't get it just so, but it's not too bad. That's like a medium con. I won't say it's a full con. The pocket clip for me is useless. I mean, this thing is so tight on here, I could barely get a piece of paper inside here. And with a small knife like this and being all the way down here with that much knife showing, that's just a waste of time. So if you're not going to do the pocket clip right, you might as well just get rid of it, not even have it. So this pocket clip to me is useless. And my other negative is, you might say, I'm going to complain about the price. Like, Jesus, Joe, it's $23. But $23 nowadays with clones and even non-clones, you could buy some good, nice Kershaw knives for $23 or Gonzo knife for $23 or even much less. There's like, you could probably list like maybe 20 Gonzos that you can get for less than $20. So it's, in my opinion, this should have been at least $5 less, at least 18, 16. I mean, using other knives of similar quality, similar blade, blade materials, similar craftsmanship. This should have been $15, $16, not $23. Shit, for a couple, I mean, yeah, it's not the same price, but I forget what I paid for this one. But if you really wanted a similar Whaleshark, you could just save your money and get this. I just don't, for the life of me, I can't remember what I paid. I know I didn't pay $23. It's a lot more than that. It's probably like, I don't know, $60. So I'd rather just wait and have this and then spend $23 on this. But as it stands, it's a cool little knife. It comes in other colors too. I've seen it come in the green, where this is black and this is green. I think that it even has an all black one. So, just want to show it to you. Hopefully this is coming out good, because lately I've been having problems with my camera. Let's see, I didn't mention the centering. Centering's pretty much there. Cute little knife. Could be a little sharper. Could be a little cheaper. And could be a little bit, what's the word? I can't think of the word. Just done a little bit more, just done a little bit better. But overall, not a bad knife. This clip, though, has got to go. There's your lanyard hole. So, there you have it. The Whaleshark design knife, or GTC Whaleshark design knife, depending on how you say it, like we discussed earlier. $23 at Aliespress. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching my video, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe.